Welcome to the reading. This reading will be for Chili from TLC and Matthew Lawrence. So how I'm going to start this off is by checking what's the energy around this couple. What can we see? What's going on around this couple? What's the energy around Chili and Matthew Lawrence? What can we see? All right. Very interesting. Okay. So this is actually fascinating, right? This is fascinating because each slot has a meaning, right? This slot represents the past. This slot represents sort of just like how you're coming into things, like what's currently going on with you. This slot represents dreaming, like how you want things to be, kind of just like, oh, like your fantasies. This situation represents the future. So I say all that to say that in the past, it started off open. It was kind of just like, oh, like, things are cool, things are chill. She was open. I know this may sound like graphic, but this is just energy. Even though it's not graphic, it's just life. But she was like feeling sexually liberated. You see the flowers open. She was receptive. She was open. It was an energy like, oh, the universe brought me this. Like, the universe, like, you know what I mean, is finally making me happy, right? Their current situation is filled with guilt, though, right? Being stuck in the head. Not just that. There are some mysteries and secrets with this 8. 8 represents Scorpio. So it's some interesting things going on. That's what I'm seeing. There's some interesting things going on. Guilt represents shame. It's not necessarily looking the best, right? For them, they both wanted like a rebirth. Again, the position of sort of just like dreaming your fantasies, what you want. It was like, oh, we want a rebirth. But the future is showing they're going to be tired. This relationship, I was going to say this energy, but this relationship is draining. It's definitely draining for the both of them. So I don't know what's going on. I just want to stick with this energy because it's fascinating, because it was just like she was really happy. She was really happy. She was like open. She was feeling liberated. She was feeling good. She felt like her prayers been answered. But I'm not gonna lie, there's some bad habits here. There's some bad habits. There's secrets, there's bad habits. And I'm getting from both sides. Not just that, she's not innocent. I'm seeing that she's not innocent. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, because sometimes people are sensitive about like things that may pop up. But it is what it is. I'm seeing a mental illness. I'm definitely seeing a mental illness. It's an energy of like bipolar, depression. It's things going on. It's definitely things going on, But I mean, it's a tiring situation. This relationship is like a tiring situation for them. So that's the energy that's around this couple. That's what's going on. Now, I don't really know anything of Chili, I know that she was like with TLC. That's about it. So my next question is, who is she as a person? Who is Chili as a person? What can we see? Who is Chili as a person? What can we see? All right, a sideways card, face down, representing her emotion. What else can we see? Who is Chili as a person? All right. So let's see what this face down card is, and it's sideways. So it represents things not necessarily being right. It's like she can never find peace. I'm seeing a person that can't find peace. This 6 of Swords is all about like coming out of a difficult situation. This is the type of lady that always has some problems. Like, if she's not in a new relationship, she's going through a crisis. If she's not going through a crisis, it's like unstable. It's kind of just like not being set. I'm seeing an energy of not being set, of not being comfortable. You know what I mean? You see the water here? How the water is all like weird and like, it's not stable water. It's unsettled. She's an unsettled person. She's a charitable person. You know, the temperance represents being charitable. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that she is like a kind person. She's a gentle person. She's extremely kind, actually. It's telling me she's extremely kind. She's a kind person. But you see with this movement, she gets antsy. She gets uncomfortable. It's kind of like, let's say if she's dating a guy and the guy becomes like, I don't know. Let's just say if the guy becomes sick a lot, or if the guy just isn't doing it for her anymore, she's on to the next thing. This chariot, this movement, she's always on to the next thing. It's like, what's next? It's like, okay, this guy is corny. I'm on to the next thing. Like, she has an issue with that. And again, her mind is not settled. You know, the Four of Swords represents rest. Not just that, it also represents like the mind, the health of the mind. I'm seeing that her mind isn't settled. She's a person that's not settled, you know? So yeah, she's a charitable person, but it's a not settled energy. This is not settled. This is not settled. This is not settled. So it's kind of just like, this is things that she deals with in her energy, in her life. So, I mean, I could go deeper into these readings. This is just to pick up the energies, like, you know, this isn't a personal reading or anything. This is just like for YouTube, for you guys to see. Now, my next question is, who is Matthew as a person? What can we see about Matthew? Who is Matthew Lawrence as a person? I don't know a thing about him. I believe he's an actor. That's about it. All right. They have something in common. They definitely have something in common as far as the movement. It's kind of just like they're always on to the next best thing. You see the Eight of Wands represents movement, quick movement too. It also represents communication. What else can we see? Who is this Matthew Lawrence as a person? What can we see? All right, 2 cards fell in reverse. So let's see. It represents his emotions. The Lovers. Now, this is deep, right? Because I like the cards to speak for itself. Remember how I was telling you that there's like something going on with the guilt that came up earlier? He has something going on with love. This guy, he gives off cheater vibes. That's what I'm seeing when the Lovers are in reverse, and it actually flew out in reverse, you know? Like, none of these cards here are in reverse. They're all upright. So the fact that it flew out in reverse, it's trying to let us know that this guy has issues with love. He has, and it's telling me he has issues with keeping it in his pants. This guy is a cheater, and it's telling me he's a serial cheater. You know, all about being antsy in the pants. You know, like wanting to do something different, literally. And let me just say, because the sake of YouTube, this is all alleged. Let's see the next situation. I was going to say the next cup. The 8 of Cups. This man, it's weird because he does stupid shit, right? He might cheat and shit, and the lady find out, and he's like, why me? I'm getting the energy of him always feeling sorry for himself. It's like he does stupid shit, and then later on he asks himself, like, why me? And he's like in a contemplation, but it's not constructive, right? It's not like contemplation where like it's constructive and it, you know, it's like you're helping yourself out and you're not going to do the stupid shit anymore. This is contemplation of like being a fool, of kind of just like, I don't know, nonsense. It's telling me nonsense. And you see this guy, he's like riding into a wave that's like crazy and chaotic that can kind of like kill him. These are some giant ass waves. Not just that, the moon's here representing lies, and you see the moon is spitting out a substance, water. It could be semen, right? Because that's the energy I'm getting. This is just what it is. So it's kind of just like he does stupid shit. Look at this. You see this guy riding into the wave or waves, doing stupid shit. Then later on, it's kind of just like, oh, why did this have to happen to me? So I'm getting, you know, it would be great if it was just like a happy love situation for the both of them. You know, that's always great. But what I'm seeing here is a toxic situation. But we're going to look further because I have a few more questions. What else can I say? Like, one more card. What did I tell you? Playing the victim. Playing the victim. And look where it fell. It fell on the 8 of Wands. So we have the 9 of Wands on top of the 8 of Wands. So again, he does things without thinking, right? Quick, fast movement. Later, he gets his ass beat because, you know, it's stupid what he does. And then look, he's victimized. But it's like he victimizes himself. So this is like his personality. This is who he is as a person. I mean, I think it's fascinating, actually. This is really interesting because I don't know anything of like who these people dated. I believe that Chili dated Usher. That's all I know. So let's see. I'm curious to see, like, what's the next question? These are all questions I came up with. So let's see. Who's Matthew as a person? Let's see what's Chili's current energy. So we've seen like what it is. Let's get her current energy. What is her current situation? All right, a card fell out in reverse. Her money's not right. There's no security. There's no security, you know? So I'm seeing a situation with no security. You know, the Ace of Pentacles represents security, right? It's in reverse. So her current money situation isn't looking too good. Not just that, she wants to move on again. So it's like, this relates to the relationship. I don't know who this Matthew person is. I don't know, like, you know, how his money's looking. But what's being told to me is that money plays a role in this relationship. And she's not satisfied with it. That's as much as I'm going to say. It's like, goddamn, like his money's not right. My money's not right. It's time to get going. What else can we see? That's really hilarious. Fascinating. What else can we see? What is her current situation? What is Chili's current situation? This dude, though, he's smart and he knows how to talk. He has a mouthpiece, right? He knows how to persuade. This is a charming energy as well that I'm getting from this King of Swords, right? And it's like, I don't know how long they've been together, to be honest. I think the relationship is new, but he gets her to think about their relationship as far as like the past. Kind of just like, oh, like, you know, things been good. Like, we had so much fun. We went here, we did this. And it gets her in her feelings, is what I'm seeing. It's deep. It's kind of just like she wants to leave. The money's not right. But this guy, he knows how to communicate. He knows how to talk. And that's what was coming up with the was the 8 of Wands or 9 of Wands? 8 of Wands. That's what was coming up in the 8 of Wands. Quick movement and communication. He knows how to communicate. This guy definitely knows how to communicate. Not just that. It's kind of just like, he's keeping her stuck. I'm not going to lie. He's keeping her stuck because if it was up to her, she would have been out this situation. So things are kind of dry. What else can we see with Chili's energy? This is actually fascinating as hell. All right. What did I tell you? That the money situation, that's important for her. She's like, my investments. That's what I'm seeing. This relationship for her, yeah, it was like an angle of love, but we know that people do things for multiple reasons, right? It's kind of just like a lady can like a guy because let's just say he has a nice appendage, he has a nice smile, and then it's kind of just like, okay, like, does he have a good job? Like, okay, that job is going to make me stay. It's like that type of situation because we know that the 7 of Pentacles represents looking at your investments to grow, investing. The money's not right. The money's not right in this situation, and she wants to leave. But look at this, the Devil. On these 2 cards, this Devil is an interesting Devil, actually, right? Because I have, like, so many damn decks. I ain't going to say how many I have, because I have way too many. But this is a fascinating Devil because, like, there's not a sort of, like, deck that I have that has 2 guys. As far as like the Devil card, this is an interesting Devil because it represents kinks, right? It's nothing wrong with being homosexual. It's nothing wrong with being gay and all of that shit. It's 100% normal. So I'm not criticizing it. But when we talk about like energies, this energy represents kink. It represents abnormal energies, right? You see again the two guys and the furry right here in the middle. Not just that, bondage and restrictions. This guy, he has sexual perversions. He has sexual perversions. And it's telling me, and I know it's so out there, but this is just what it is. I get messages intuitively. He likes sort of just like race kinks. So let's just say this is one of the things he's into. Like, he wants her to pretend like she's mammy on a plantation, and I'm going to be real with you, she's into it as well. Like, it's like a weird situation. So not only is this guy like a cheater and manipulator, you know, they also have weird kinks. And hey, I mean, you know, people can do what they want, right? If you're an adult and you're not hurting any children or anyone, then it's kind of just like, it is what it is. But this is obviously relevant. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing. They have some weird ass kinks, especially him. Not just that. What was I telling you? He's keeping her like stuck, like mentioning kind of like what went down like early on into their situation, the past of their situation. Like, we did this, we did that, it was fun. Like, you're gonna leave me hanging? Shouldn't we like have things work out? And I mean, it would be different if it was coming from love, but bondage and restriction is where this thing is coming from. So I mean, it is what it is. Now I'm gonna see what's his current energy. I find this funny as hell. It's very insightful too. Guys, definitely tell me what you think about this, you know? Like, what do you guys think? Does the reading resonate? Is it too much? You know, are you like, this guy's full of shit, he don't know what he's talking about? Or are you guys kind of like feeling it intuitively? Like, damn, I actually can sense this shit. Because, you know, sometimes people be like surprising me in the comment section. They be like, you know, I feel this shit, what you're talking. So it's always fascinating, you know, either way. If you like it, if you don't like it, it's fascinating. Now let's see. What's his current energy? What's this Matthew Lawrence current energy? All right, Page of Wands, sexual energy. Wow, this guy, he's a real sexual guy. Look at this. This guy's like riding his dick type shit. It is what it is. Sexual energy. This guy can't keep it in his pants. This Page of Wands, this passion, this sexual energy. All right. What else can we see? All right, what else can we see regarding this guy and his energy? Now he tells her, right? This is deep. Let me pull the last card out. Now he tells her, he's like, this can be long lasting, right? We know that the Ten of Pentacles represents legacy, right? It also can represent a marriage for the long term, right? So this is what he wants. This is what he's offering her. But it's a weird situation because look what's beside this card. The Page of Wands and the Devil. So it's kind of just like the Devil card appeared 2 times now in this reading. So, I mean, shit's obviously not great. You can't make the Devil card into a positive, like, no matter what. Like, I don't know. You just can't, especially with how the energy's flowing. It's kind of just like, this guy, he has sexual issues, right? I'm getting a sex addict. He's a sex addict. But he's trying to offer long-term marriage, a long-term relationship with this Ten of Pentacles. But the Devil, not just that, it's because of the attention that he's getting. You know what's fascinating about this with the star? The star represents, when it's like about celebrity readings, celebrities having attention, stardom, all of that. And what I was going to say is, like, a few days ago, this is actually what made me do this reading. I seen a post, a short, where it just like popped up somehow, whatever, and it was Chili and him dancing with his brother or something. I don't know, it was like some fat white dude. And it was just like so corny to me because I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I was just like, Chili looks stupid, this dude looks stupid, like what the fuck is this? And I'm just like, such attention whores, right? Like, this shit looked dumb. And look, the stars here. This situation for him, it's about stardom, you know? He likes that attention. It's like, goddamn, he's so excited. Like, I haven't even seen him around until this situation with Chili. So it's like, He's loving that attention with the star. He's loving that. You know? So, I mean, I ain't going to beat a horse. I already got into this energies. So, I mean, it just is what it is. This guy, it is what it is. Now, let me see. Does Chili love this man? So it was showing that she wants to leave, right? But we know that sometimes you can want to leave and all sorts of shit, and you can love someone, you know? Sometimes it's kind of just like, I love him, but the money's not right, and he has sexual issues, but you still stay. You know, things can be complicated. So let's see. Do Chili love this man? What can we see? Do Chili love this man? She has values. She has values. This Hierophant, however you pronounce it, Hierophant. It's kind of just like morals, being old-fashioned. She wants that. She wants an old-fashioned relationship, despite the kinks and all of that shit. What else? Give and take. She's just like, guy, the money. Again, it has to do with money. It's like, she has old-fashioned values, but it's about the money for her. And it's weird because that's what's breaking her heart. She's just like, I have like these old-fashioned values. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm happy this guy wants marriage. Like, they obviously talked about marriage, having something long-term. But she's kind of just like, the money's not right. The Six of Pentacles represents give and take, right? You have the Ten of Pentacles, like betrayal, heartbreak. You know, she's kind of just like feeling crushed because the mind. See, the swords represents the mind. She's thinking, overthinking. She's kind of just like, the money's not right. The money's not right. That's actually what keeps repeating to me. The money is not right. She keeps saying the money's not right. But at the same time, I'm not going to lie. I'm not getting love, but he does make her happy. It's telling me that they're both weirdos. They're both weirdos, and there's nothing wrong with being a weirdo. It is what it is, you know, but they're both weirdos, and he does make her happy. Is it love from her side? No. Does she want to stay? Yeah. But the situation is the money. So let me actually get into his situation next and see what's going on with that. Does this guy love Chili? What can we see? Does Matthew Lawrence love Chili? All right. Interesting energies with the Nine of Pentacles. It's like he sees her as an opportunity. I'm not going to even lie to you guys. Temperance. Oh, yeah. He sees her as a opportunity. The Temperance represents alchemizing, right? Turning lead into gold. It also represents good charity. It also represents balance. It also represents kind of like, well, I got into it all, right? Patience. You know, I know the definitions of the cards again, but it's kind of just like I'm intuitive, so it's giving me a deep perspective here, right? It's kind of like he sees her as an opportunity with this Nine of Pentacles. He sees her as abundance for himself. Not just that, he sees this relationship as something that he can alchemize. You know, again, turning lead into gold. What else can we see? Right, card fell sideways. Let's see what it is. The Star. His bad intentions because he wanted to be a star. Again, the Star popped up 2 times now. And his side, his energy. So it's kind of just like, actually, I don't know if it was on his energy or her side. You know, when I get into these energies, I just like pick up the energies, and sometimes I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to make like a mistake. But what I'm seeing is the Star definitely popped up 2 times in this reading. And it's kind of just like, I don't know. And it's sideways. He likes this attention. It's shady. He likes this attention. What else can we see? One last card. Give me one last card. Because I like 4 cards usually. One last card. Let's see. All right. More than 1 card. But let's see. We have the Hierophant. And the 9 of Cups. This guy, he doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants. Because it's kind of just like, yeah, he wants some stability, right? yeah, he feels like he has values. I'm seeing that he's kind of just like, we're on the same like vibe. We're on the same energy. You want this, I want that. You know, you have these values. We mesh up well. Like, you know, we match up sexually. You like my kinks, I like your kinks, right? It's like, you know, I believe in having an image. You believe in having an image. But it's an energy of a pig. I'm getting an energy of a pig. You see this guy all laid out and shit. I'm getting an energy of being like a pig. An energy of kind of like, it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. Because it's like, yeah, he wants stability. He wants all that. But it's an energy of kind of just like drinking a lot. An energy of, and this is giving a lot of different shit, but it just is what it is. I wasn't, you know what's funny, when I did this reading, I wasn't expecting anything, but I wasn't expecting it to be like this real and this heavy. It's showing me kind of just like him just being high, him not necessarily having goals, him trying to capitalize off of her, like him just sitting on his ass, you know. So it's kind of just like, no, he doesn't love her. He doesn't love her. He sees her as an opportunity. He sees this relationship as something that can improve his celebrity, his stardom. You know what I mean? Not just that, he's lazy. Because it's kind of just like he's not even just trying to do his own shit by himself, you know? And again, I don't know what he did in the past. Maybe he was more outgoing and something happened. I don't know. But this is the current energies. So let's see. What will the outcome be of this relationship? What can we see? What will the outcome be of this situation? All right, this is their energy, and it's an energy of conflict. You see how the cards fell out that way? Kind of like a pyramid. I don't know what you would call it. But this is severe conflict. What can we see with this severe conflict? Look, you see this, right? This is for people that don't like, you know what I do. You see, and I didn't see like what the cards were, right? I was just like, when I'm getting from this, because again, I read this shit intuitively, right? This isn't for show as far as like just making shit up. You see the position, right? It gave me conflict. And when I flipped this card over, fighting, butting heads, being defensive. What else? They're tired. This situation is tired because this came out early on in the reading. It's kind of just like, this situation is just not a good situation for them. Like, I don't even know, there's no other way of putting it. It's kind of just like them dealing with each other. It's exhausting, right? It's kind of just like, they're trying to make like, I don't know, TikTok videos, dancing, looking corny, looking stupid. Meanwhile, it's like this guy's alcoholic. Meanwhile, it's kind of just like she's not happy because of the money. It's like, it's just ratchet instinct. I'm not even finna lie. Let me get 2 more cards. I like to complete with 4 cards. What else can we see? Guidance. Being guided to move the fuck away. Suppression. Not trying to let someone go. Guilt trips. I'm getting guilt trips with the suppression. So, I mean, it's a deep situation because it's like, again, fighting, them being exhausted, just dealing with themselves, being together. Not just that, being guided away. But this guy being manipulative, trying to hold her down, having her stuck in her head, the suppression, toxic energies. This reading show their situation is toxic. And I know that the people that love stupid shorts and shit and quick TikTok vids of people dancing, looking corny and stupid, they're going to be like, I don't believe it. It's true love. I mean, it is what it is. Take care, people. Peace and abundance.